Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Happy long Easter weekend. I am just going live over on Instagram as well. Okay, I think I'm live here. So I'm live on Instagram and also live on LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube. So good morning. Happy Easter weekend. I hope that this Friday finds you well. I hope that you're looking forward to the longer weekend. I hope that you find some time to relax and find some space. That's my intention, is to find some space as we enter into this long weekend, and then a little bit more space created by the children being on holiday as well. I think I'm sometimes kidding myself about that, but space in that we don't have the school run and the school admin to do as well. So just wanted to jump on today to say a massive thank you to all of you who have supported us with the podcast launch this week. So if you're just catching up, if you don't know what I'm talking about, we have launched the Coaching Catalysts podcast this week. And Rebecca said to me earlier this week, she was like, Sarah, we've done it. Like, it's actually like, it's out there, it's in the world. And I was like, yes, we have. Because sometimes we forget to stop and actually acknowledge what we're doing. So big shout out to Claire and Phoebe from Winter Audio. Thank you so much. Your support has been invaluable, both from a perspective of knowledge and expertise, but also in terms of accountabilities. That has been wonderful. Hey, Anis from Braid Maidens, lovely to see you here. Those of you local to me, Anis is wonderful, like teaches braiding locally. She's brilliant. So shout out to you, Anis from Braid Maidens. So podcast. We hear a lot of noise, right? And a lot of bluster in the coaching industry. There's been, I think in this year particularly, there's been a lot of scandals about coaches who have maybe made promises and then underdelivered, or claimed to have qualifications or to be, sort of qualified in a certain area and then not being. And I think the impact that can have on us as professional coaches sometimes is that we start to think that we can't talk about the great work that we're doing. And this is something Rebecca and I feel really, really passionately about, because in the collective, which is our supervision service for coaches, we have an incredible body, group, community of coaches with incredible knowledge and expertise. So just to share an example with you, Morwenna Stewart did a session for us on neurodiversity in coaching last week in the collective. And I was like, wow, it's just an incredible privilege to learn from somebody who has got such incredible knowledge and expertise. But I think sometimes, when we're talking to maybe members of the public, or we're going to networking events, there can be that kind of resistance a little bit around, like, I'm a coach, and explaining what that means and what we do. So what Rebecca and I really want to do in the podcast is two things. Talk about the reality of being a coach, whether you're working within an organization or you're running your own coaching practice. It's not all rainbows and unicorns. It's an absolute privilege and joy to do the work, but there's a lot that goes into it as well, in terms of our learning, our development, how we manage our energy. So we just want to share with you the highs, the lows, all of it that goes on, and just be really, really honest about that, because we don't always see that side of things on social media. And the other is that we really want to celebrate professional coaching, because there are so many amazing learning opportunities, reflections, so many wonderful coaches in our world who we're super, super proud to work with, to know, to be associated with, and to learn from. So we really want to use the podcast to bring that all into the light. So we would love you, if you haven't had the opportunity yet, please do go and click follow on the trailer. So I'm just going to pop that into the comments here. There we go. So those of you on LinkedIn and YouTube will get that now. If you're on Insta, can you head to our link in bio, and you will see a link to the podcast there. What we'd really like you to do today, please, is to go and follow, because then when the first episodes arrive next Wednesday, that will then trigger an alert for you to go and listen to those episodes. apparently this first week, this is all new to me, but apparently this first week, in terms of getting the algorithms to work in our favour, is really, really critical that we take this action this week. So we'd be massively grateful to all of you in our community who've supported us so far. But if you could go and click through on the link there and follow, that would be really, really appreciated. Okay. Bringing this to a close now, because I can see that I'm at the 5-minute mark and I know our attention spans are short, but thank you so much for joining me. And Gabrielle, sorry, I haven't said hello to you, and thank you for being here. Have a wonderful weekend. I am off now to go to church, do some Easter preparing, be present with my family. Really looking forward to that space, and I'm carrying that intention of space into the weekend. So whatever you're doing, have a wonderful weekend, and I will be back again on Monday. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.